Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thanks very much for watching that earwax removal compilation video today. So we've got 3 patients in this compilation, you lucky lot. So you can see in this first patient here now we've got a very, I would call this wet wax. Now it's a very thin, sticky type wax layer. Now just underneath this is a very thin layer of dry skin. And what's going to happen as we start to lift this, you'll see that peeling away, leaving a very clean ear canal wall behind it. If you look to the bottom left hand side of your screen, so just to the bottom left underneath the suction tube there, as we lift it up, see how clean that ear canal wall is there as we lift it, which means that this is a bit like what's the best, a bit like a precursor for that sort of armadillo wax we talk about, which is very hard on the outside and soft and squishy on the inside. Now the difficulty with this particular type of earwax to remove this, it's so sticky, it's not an easy one to do, and it's probably one of my least favorite consistencies to do, because as you're trying to bring this down the canal, normally we would wiggle the wax back and forth to detach it from the canal wall, but here that's all that's happening is you're moving the wax from side to side, it just keeps re-sticking, so it's a bit of an awkward one to do. Now a lot of guys will start screaming at the camera now, okay, why don't you use a Jobson horn then to get this out? Because when you use a Jobson horn on this particular type of wax, as you pull it down through, because there's no structure to it, it's a very thin type wax, it spreads it all on the side of the canal wall, which means you've got to go back and unstick the whole thing all over again. So if you can, you're better off using suction and keeping it together in the center in this kind of ball, and that makes it a little bit easier to remove. Thank you so much to all the viewers as well for your lovely comments. I was so nervous going up to the TV studio the other day, and reading through your comments was lovely. It really kind of buoyed me up before I went, which was absolutely fantastic. I had a great time. It seemed to go really well, as far as I could tell anyway. So thanks to everyone who watched it and commented just to say how well we did. For our audience in other countries that have a little bit of difficulty looking at this link that we put on, we've had notification from the studio today in about 10 days time we can actually put my little clip on YouTube, so you will get to see it, but I've got to wait about 10 days to get permission from the studio to do that, so it will come. But thank you again guys, I loved it. It was so lovely reading all your comments as I was traveling up that day. So with this particular patient now, you can see we're kind of really struggling. We're wrestling with this wax, almost trying to get it down the ear canal. It is moving down, but it's very slow and it keeps re-sticking all the time. So the best thing we can do here, now we've got it to this outer part of the ear canal, is to pop a little bit of olive oil in, which is exactly what we've done here. Now look at the difference this makes now. As soon as we start to bring this down, look how it all starts to move more freely, and as we pull it from side to side to bring this and coax this down the ear canal, you can see it really stops it from re-sticking on the way down. Now, somebody in the comment section go, well, why didn't you put the olive oil in to start with? Which is a very good question. And the reason for that is when you've got this piece of wax right on the surface like this, you could have sprayed the olive oil in. That's all it would have done though, is just loosen. But if you think everything's already stuck, you haven't started this off at all. So the olive oil works really well when you've lifted from the canal, and it can sit against the canal wall. So you have to kind of prepare the wax a little bit to get the most benefit out of the olive oil. And the other thing we don't want to do is put loads in there, because it just interrupts our visuals with the camera as well. So we've really got this coming down. Sorry, on that note guys, feel free to ask questions in the comment section. I do read a lot of the, I don't get to read them all, I'm so sorry, I do try, but it would take me ages. We get about 200 or 300 comments a day, and I'd really struggle to keep on top of that. I wouldn't get to do any audiology. So I do try and read quite as many as I possibly can, usually on the newest video. So if you post something on one of our old ones, I don't always see it. Older thought. So you can see this coming away now. It's looking, you can see that smoother section underneath, this really dark wax in here as well. Let's take a look at the eardrum. You can see what was holding it on. We've got this little bump right in the middle of the ear canal there. We do take a look at the eardrum. We don't do the before and after shot I've been doing, because I did this one beginning part of last week. So you will see the eardrum there. Let's take a look. There we go. There's the eardrum looking lovely and healthy. Sorry, going back to the questions. If you post it on the newest video, I usually get to see those. I don't get to see many of the older ones. So I would say 1 centimeter, 5, I think that was 5/8 of an inch. I think, no, because that would be half an inch, wouldn't it there? I can't, 3/8 of an inch, there you go. Gosh, I'm not getting any better at inches, guys. I'm really trying, but I'm just useless at it. You can see with this particular patient, this is our second patient in the compilation here, very, very light color wax. Now this, I think, is mostly skin. When you look at this, as we get a grip on this, look how this peels away here. There we go. You can see it really peeling from the canal wall there. So this is more of a skin issue. Now, this was a really interesting one because a lot of people say, well, can you get different types of wax in both ears? Yes, you can. Take a look at the second ear for this particular patient and you'll see what I mean now in a second or two. So we've just got a good grip on this, but look at this coming out. We talked about our my least favorite ones, the kind of wet wax. I love doing these ones, the kind of peely ones, the ones where it comes out with big chunks and there's all stuff coming out of the back. That's one of my favorite ones to do. And that's what you can see here is we get a good grip on this, start drawing it out. You can see all that kind of dead skin layer underneath, but it's still coming away. Look, it's still trailing off into the ear canal. And we think, yeah, I've got it all there. No, you can see there's still a lot more still in here. You see another skin layer there. Let's start to bring all this out. Now we've got this much softer, see this kind of mushy stuff at the back here. That happens quite a lot with these sort of skin plugs. What you get sometimes is the oil or sometimes the water from baths or showers will get behind the plug and sit there and sort of pool there. So that part of the wax absorbs it and becomes really mushy. So this is what it looked like before we started. And this is what it looked like afterwards. I'm going to keep doing those, guys. It seemed to go down really well with you lot, so I'm going to keep doing it. If it's still something you want to see, let me know in the comment section. I had quite positive response last time. Look at the difference, though, between these two ears. Now, when you take a look at this, anyone who watches this channel will immediately know why that wax is the way it is. I can hear you all screaming at your particular device right at the moment. Yes, you are right. It is because somebody's used a Q-tip or a cotton bud. So when you put that into the ear, you form this little dent. And what's happened here is you can see that kind of dome shape to the wax. And it's compressed it all together, impacted it together, squished it. It's all hardened up and it's spread in a very thin layer on the side of the ear canal. Always difficult ones to do because they tend to be spread really thinly and it's difficult to get a good grip in the center. But watch. There, do you see that? As we push that one side, that whole, in your case, right-hand side, came away from the ear canal wall, which is great. Now we've got two options. We could have either gone in with a forceps, but the jaw of the forceps is a little bit too wide to get on that, and it could risk pushing it further in. Or we can use the Rosen inserter, which we're just going to go over the top. Now, why would I use a Rosen inserter over a St. Bart's hook? I'm trying to preempt any questions coming up. Because this particular ear canal, with the gap we want to get into is right on the bend here. Now the problem is if you go in with a St. Bart's hook, you've got that really pronounced 90-degree angle. And if you try and get over the top of the wax into that bend, you're going to scrape all on the canal wall. Rosen inserter, much narrower angle, thinner tip, be able to get behind really easily. Look how dry this is coming out though. So when we talk about these two different tools, Rosen inserter, great for small gaps, hard wax, St. Bart's hook, great for bigger gaps with hard wax. You don't come across them too often. It's like the Goldilocks zone of the St. Bart's hook and Rosen inserter. You can see just how dry this is though. As we get on the top, it flicks off the top every single time. So really dry, hardened up, impacted wax. I couldn't even get the inserter in to lift this up. So this is the plug. We will do that kind of before and after shot now. So this is what it looks like now. That's what it looked like at the start. And well, that was a long one. Okay, and then we'll go back to what it looks like now. So you can see that difference it's made there in the ear canal on that side as well. We do show you this. So there we go. Look how much came out that first ear. We got just over 2 centimeters there out the first ear. So just under an inch for that one. No, it wouldn't be. It'd be about 7/8 of an inch thereabouts, I think. And then you've got that other little plug there, which was about, as far as I can remember, I think it was, if we turned it around, it'd probably be close to about 1 centimeter thereabouts. So yeah, quite a bit came out. This one's a blink and you miss it kind of one, guys. So you can see we've got a lot of skin in this one. A nice, quick, easy one for us to do this one, just to finish these videos off today. So we're going in with the standard size Zollner tube here. And let's get a grip. There we go. And we hold the whole thing and pull this out. Look at that coming away. Now that is a satisfying removal. Look how all that is peeling away from the canal wall. Everything is coming out in one go here. Look at that coming away. I do like it when you get a grip on it. It all kind of implodes in on itself. It's great. So all come away in one big piece. Let's take a look behind. Oh, sorry. Let's get rid of that bit. A little bit got stuck on the way in. So we'll just tease that off the canal. There we go. And then we'll take a look inside the ear canal. So there's the eardrum now. We will show you before and after. So this is what it looked like when we first looked in the ear canal. You can see lots of dead skin, a little bit of wax stuck to the left hand side. and look at it now. You can, same shot, so you can see the eardrum really clearly there. So when we take a look, we've got, let's do the inches first of all, 3/8 of an inch. I would say that's pretty much a centimetre of anyone's money, that is. Oh guys, if you did enjoy the video, sorry I'm going really quick today, but if you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up. You know, we post these videos we're trying to every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 p.m. UK time. So if you do enjoy them, consider subscribing. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you again for all your lovely messages of support for my TV appearance. And as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. And I shall see you again on, it's Wednesday today, isn't it? On Friday. Oh, great. I'll see you Friday. Bye, everyone.